Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to discuss what is a ballistic missile, what are its technical details, and how the ballistic missile works. First, we'll take what is ballistic missile. Ballistic missiles are rocket propelled weapons that use a projectile motion to deliver warheads to a target. The major parts are power. Ballistic missiles are powered by a rocket or a series of rockets during a short distance and then follow an unpowered trajectory. Ballistic missiles follow a high and arcing trajectory. They can fly much higher and farther than artillery rockets. Warheads, ballistic missiles can carry conventional high explosives, chemical, biological, or nuclear munitions. Launch ballistic missiles can be launched from aircraft, ships, submarines, land based silos, and mobile platforms. Ballistic missile types. Ballistic missiles are categorized by their range, which is the distance from the launch point to the target point. Short range ballistic missiles, those are called as a SRBM, less than 1000 kilometers, that is a 620 miles. Medium range 1000 to 3000 kilometers, 620 to 1900 miles. Intermediate range 3000 to 5500 kilometers, that is 1900 to 3400 miles. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, those are called as ICBMs, which will be having the range of greater than 5500 kilometers, that is 3400 miles. Okay, even though up to 10,000 kilometers of the range intercontinental ballistic missiles are used, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, which will be uh, launched from the one land surface to the another land surface over the sea. Examples: Prithvi Air Defense PAD, Pradyumna Plastic Missile, Interceptor, Advanced Air Defense AAD, Aswin Ballistic Missile Interceptor. Here we'll discuss about the parts of the ballistic missile. First one is the igniter of the explosive, and warhead, which contains the explosive, and after reaching the target, it will get detonate. The center tube, it will be connected from the top head to the fuel tank. Equipment room, that is a missile control. It is a control system that will controls the its travel, its speed, all the things it will controls. The fuel tank, alcohol water mixture is fuel is used, and section line, which will provide the supply of the fuel to the engine, and oxidator tank, which having the liquid oxygen. Already the compressed liquid oxygen is used in the missiles. We know thrust stand, the stand which will be used for the thrusting. Turbo pump, the turbo pump supplies the fuel and air mixture to the engine or a motor. Stabilizing pin provides the stability to the missile during its travel. Fuel line, they supply the fuel to the engine or a motor. Engine, where the actual combustion of the fuel after mixing with the oxygen taking place, which will produces the burn exhaust gases, which will force that missile to move, and those will provide the thrust force. Thruster, which will providing thrust force for the missile. Spoilers, which will direct the air during its travel of the missile. Antenna, which will be receive and send the signals, okay, to control the missile. Start table, is the launching pad from which it will be launched. Here we can see the how the ballistic missile with all these specifications work. As I mentioned in that one, for the shorter period only, it is having the power. Only 10% of the total distance of the travel, it will have the power, and remaining it will travel by the force what it is acquired during its initial phase up to the maximum height, and later onwards it will travel by the gravitational force of the earth only. Here initial phase is called as a boost phase. Okay, up to this one the power is supplied by using the rockets, and the rocket may be a single stage or multi-stage, and the whatever the traveling force it acquired, and by that it will be moving to the mid course phase, and that is the maximum height above the atmosphere. You can see long range ballistic missile will fly above the atmospheric uh, air, and that will follow the trajectory. It will be follow the trajectory, and later onwards here it will reaches the minimum velocity, and later onwards while it travel in the downward direction, during that time it will acquires the speed due to the gravity, and after the certain distance it will re-enters into the atmosphere. That is called as a re-entry phase. During this time there is a friction between the atmospheric air and the missile, and later that missile is designed in such a way that that will withstand the whatever the heat generated due to the friction between the air and the missile. And here the ballistic missile, the major the whatever the it travel distance is there for the long range the, travel, this ballistic missiles are used. For that reason, it should be uh, to take the trajectory in such a way that otherwise if you this if you launch it in the horizontal direction, it will not travel for a longer distance, it will fall somewhere in the mid only. By following the horizontal distance it will be taking this path, and if you follow this arc arc by flying in the upward direction and later onwards downward direction, it can travel the maximum distance. That is the importance of this ballistic missile, and thereby you can reach the maximum distance and maximum range of the uh, target by using these ballistic missiles. And now we'll see that launching of the ballistic missile from the vehicle, and the another one the launching we can see from the submarines, and the travel already I have discussed. In that way it will be travel in the upward direction only the 10% distance by using the power, and later onwards the force present in that the its motion, the potential it will move in the upward direction, later onwards by the gravitational force it will move downward direction and reaches the target. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe and comment.